Right now at 5, shoreline destruction. Federal and state emergency crews are assessing southeast Wisconsin's shoreline after devastating storms last month caused millions of dollars in damage. Sean Gallagher has the latest on the efforts to fix the shoreline.
The damage is still evident here to the dock at the South Shore Yacht Club from last month's devastating storms, but the big concern is now way out in the water.
That looks like an opening for boats to get out in the lake, but the break wall was destroyed by last month's storms.
That was an entire line of huge rocks, and now half of it's gone.
Diana Wright and her husband John belong to the yacht club. They were here the day the lake did its damage.
A couple weeks ago, the waves were at least 4 times higher. It was scary.
The storm ended up impacting the Wisconsin shoreline to the tune of tens of millions of dollars.
We've seen parks with paths washed out, breakwaters that have seen extensive damage with the rock walls collapsing. This is really what FEMA is looking at today.
The Federal Emergency Management Agency is reviewing damage reports from Milwaukee, Racine, and Kenosha counties. FEMA will ultimately decide whether the destruction meets the threshold for a disaster designation.
The waves are extremely high. You can hear the wind just wailing.
What's been reported by our county partners is about $30 million in damage from Milwaukee down through Kenosha and Racine County.
But crews will only examine the impact the storm had on public land. Private properties impacted by erosion, like we've seen in Racine County, do not meet the threshold to receive federal aid. Emergency managers know it's important to get things back to the way they were soon.
Obviously, it causes great concerns if you see those breakwaters wash away, see the rock walls with gaps in them. So that's very much something that we want to make sure that our local partners are able to get taken care of.
A disaster designation could be given by the end of the month, but there's no timeline on when repairs could begin on the shoreline. In Milwaukee County, Sean Gallagher, today's TMJ4.